And we started running with it and letting you just kind of figure out what the fuck we're doing. About 1996, started out in Arkansas. What originally attracted me to it was definitely more than just signatures, more than just names and just getting your name everywhere, even though that is part of it. I'm 43, about to be 44, and I was 19 when I moved here, and I went under a bridge and was tagging and got arrested. And since then, I didn't really want to risk getting in trouble, so I was like, kind of settled down on the tagging in this town, and I started focusing more on just canvases and stuff, which I'd never really done before. And all of a sudden people were buying my artwork, and then I kind of just realized if I start doing things on walls with permission and start doing canvases and start doing it on boards, people started appreciating it and just got more and more job offers for bigger and bigger walls. I like tagging and graffiti still. I love it. Even though I know some people don't, some people do. There's a lot of controversy, there's a lot of property damage. I see both sides, but I grew up tagging and I love it. And but I've decided, you know, in my maturity to try to make a career out of it. And check this out, you want to get a look at this. You see the whole mural? And then so you see this mural, it looks like it's like a portal into some other dimension, and then inside of this portal you go in, and then there's a whole nother little different landscape, and then you open that door and you're in the kitchen of a restaurant. So it's like portal into a portal into a portal kind of thing. Triple portal. That's where my head was at, and I might have been high when I came up with it. I love beautiful big murals. And I also love grimy, illegal tags.
Oh, it's just kind of like an act of defiance and rebellion against like the fucking system. I'm not really like so much an artist. I'm a street bomber. I'm a vandal over everything. I do art as well, and I've kind of gotten more into the artistic aspect of it later in life now that I'm like older and shit.
A lot of the people that are taggers, they appreciate my art enough to where it doesn't get tagged over as much as some other stuff.
I'm usually pretty respectful of other people's shit, especially in like a small town like Bellingham. Because I mean, I usually know the fucking artist. Even if it's somebody I don't like, I probably won't slash their shit. But like my friend Ruckus, he's been doing that shit forever. He's a good dude. Oh, that's just hanging out with that guy the other night. Man, that's fucking bullshit. That kid's a fucking toy, and if I ever caught that dude, I'd beat his ass and take his fucking paint. And especially since this is my friend, you know, like this over here, my friend Ford, like that dude's dead, man. Like he's never gonna be able to paint again, and I'd be really upset if somebody went over that in particular. And it's just like, dude, this is like a commissioned mural. Like, just leave this shit alone. Maybe if you wanted to do some little tag like right here, or meter got up on here, but he kind of made it look like it fit, except somebody put the, I don't know what the hell they did with that shit. But yeah, you should leave this stuff alone, man.
You just gotta go out and just do it. Just fucking put your name on the wall. And it's as simple as that. Now, if you're getting the mural type shit, you know, a lot of us writers will graduate to that eventually, which is dope. Yeah, I'm not a street artist though. I'm not a street artist. I don't really like associating with street artists too much. I'd much rather be around people that gotta cover up their face, you know? And the public can absolutely hate it. They can hate the vandalism side of it, but if it looks good, it looks good. I like to really make sure that I'm putting up something nice. I pride myself on creating good work, but none of it is legal. None of it's legal, none of it has been, and I hope in the future, maybe here and there it can be, because then I can, you know, probably not catch another case again. It's addicting, and it's therapeutic for me, for sure. As funny and odd as that is, I have a loud head at night, you know. I hear my thought, I hear it to the point where it will drive me insane, you know. And I used to be heavily medicated and shit. Not anymore, not anymore though, because I got this. And whenever the thoughts get too loud, I'm able to go out to the train yard and just be by myself, smoke a joint, and it takes my mind off everything, because you have to give all your attention to what you're doing right then and there, because you don't want to get arrested, you don't want someone running up on you, you don't want a train fucking coming through and killing you, you know, like goddamn, like kiss a train, you know.
A lot of business owners have found that they can hire me to do a mural in an alley of their business where it's getting tagged all the time. The artwork tends to stay up without getting damaged, prevents them from having to constantly cover up tags, and then they say, you know, it attracts business, it attracts people that come look at the artwork. It's also a place where, you know, homeless people and people that want to do drugs can kind of get out of the public space. I can walk through an alley full of just, I'll even say degenerative vandalism, and love it, and look at it as art, and look at it as culture.
Because you smell like regurgitated semen, like that's some random shit to write on the wall.
Cool for being a snitch and not really a gangbanger. But then there's homies over here just drawing a little monster face, cool little monster face.
Like I can't hate on that.
People working on their Old English. People repping their gang and then other people crossing them out. Got a little wheat paste right here. Somebody made their artwork at home and then just glued it on the wall. Anywhere I go, I read everything on the walls. I love staring at walls. Even when I'm going through Seattle or anywhere, I'm staring at all the scribbles on the walls. And, you know, that's just who I am. But there's also another demographic of people who might want to see all these walls cleaned up and painted one color, and all the streets clean, and all the homeless people off the streets. I don't mind it. I think it speaks on society. But they're unattractive, unappealing. People don't want to go down these alleys, and there's so much alley space downtown that if we beautify the alleys and make them more attractive, then it attracts tourism, it attracts, you know, people to be comfortable walking through those spaces.
You know, shit getting gentrified like fucking crazy because this late stage capitalist hellhole we live in. I mean, maybe it's kind of like naive and foolish to think that we'll like have any sort of like a positive effect on it, but I mean, it's kind of like also just kind of funny to us. So it's just like, let's go paint. We'll just, you know, go vandalize all this shit, keep the property value down. I've known him for a hot minute. I met him in New Orleans, and yeah, dude, he's a good dude. You know, that stupid broken window theory that graffiti like begets crime and all that shit. And I don't know if I totally agree with that, but I also don't totally disagree with that.
Get some good footage now.
We have permission. We're filming a documentary.
We're just masking for our own safety, you know. So yeah, you like the art though?
I do. Do you want to stop filming so we can have a conversation, or?
We don't need to have a
I can walk
conversation.
away.
We don't need to have a conversation, man. We're good. You have a good one. Fuck that. Don't ever talk to them. Don't ever, yeah, don't talk to them. that's all I gotta say. Yeah. And they suck.
Missed that big ass fucking chunk right here. I'm just doing this real quick.
The cops are down these alleys to keep people from dying from fentanyl, not to mess with any of you guys taggers or anything like that. You guys have permission on my wall to do whatever you guys need.
Oh, thanks. Let's go this way, man. See the tops. Look at this big ass fanny pack I have, dog. This is black metal. Listen to Watain. So the cop rolling down the street, like, you know, when that guy came out, it was just like, you know, they're just more or less patrolling down the street to stop people from overdosing on fentanyl, which I totally respect because I've had friends die from that. I was a heroin addict for 22 years. I've been clean for a little over 3, but and sober. But yeah, he's probably right, but still, luckily he didn't stop to talk to me because I didn't stop painting. I was just like, whatever, man. I will just ignore you. So it was fine. It was fine.
And so then, you know, somebody hires me to paint a mural and their wall doesn't get vandalized for a year or 2. And then they start vandalizing it. If I don't come and clean up my mural and cover up the vandalism on my mural, once something's tagged once, then more people will feel okay about drawing on it. This was here for years before it ever got vandalized. But of course, over time, things are gonna start happening. But it's been shown that to do artwork, people will go tag next to the artwork more likely than to tag on the artwork. And it does, even with some scribbles on it, it still looks way more attractive than just, you know. If somebody tags your wall and you just let it sit there and stay there and his tag's on your wall for a year, he's gonna be more likely to keep tagging because it's staying there. You know, he has incentive because it's gonna ride. The tag's gonna stay on that wall. And if you cover it up right away, then they're like, oh, well, they didn't like that. If I do it again, they're probably gonna be looking out for me more. A lot of cities have realized that commissioning artists to paint murals in alleys really increases revenue through tourism, through businesses booming, and you know, people just feel safer coming downtown and spending money and hanging out. But also, you want to represent the culture of your town. The local artists want to be artists. They want to be able to make a living doing art, and they speak for the culture of the town. A couple of people at Mike. One of the guy's an artist. He's never played with spray paint or on a wall, but he's done walls.
barely even paint anymore. I just outsource all my work. A lot of municipalities realize that there should be sanctioned space where people can express themselves. You know, people deal with the stresses of society and life, the struggles of trying to survive and the economy and whatever, and they need a release, they need an outlet. And if people don't have outlets, then it goes out to places where it shouldn't be. But if the people are given outlets to express themselves like this is a place that they don't care about us doing our thing. But it's still not legal. The city needs to get behind the people in this community that just need places to be able to express themselves. Sanctioned legal walls. Some people don't want to tag on sanctioned legal walls. Some people want to go out there and fuck shit up.
We all start somewhere, and we all want to speak our voice and be seen and be heard. But also, like, I was a toy when I started. My tags looked like shit, you know? And when I kept drawing and kept practicing, and, you know, I'd see things that I liked that other people did, and, you know, I might be biting them a little bit, biting their style, but anything that you do, you make music, you draw, anything you do, you're taking what you've seen and what you like, and you're trying to use that, but also make it your own. And that's kind of where your style comes from.
I was like asking, I was like, how did you get...
The whale.
I'm almost jealous, and I'm not a jealous man.
This kid has had a can of paint in his hand. I love the way you feather things in.
It's just paint. Like, paint over it. If you hate it so much, or leave it and maybe try to appreciate not just what you see, but like why it's there. Like, someone's out doing something. It's cool. They're not, you know, someone's out doing shit.
I don't like that. Oh, that's horrible. How dare somebody do that? Let's arrest them. Like, that's fucking beautiful. They should be getting paid to do that.